Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the Strike Streams! Tuesday edition, the 13th, unlucky day. Ooh, oogity boogity, ooh. Yes, it's a very unlucky day, but maybe we'll counteract that with lots and lots of shinies. So let's say hi to some people and then we'll get into the stream or something, I guess. So we've got Skywatcher High, and Kieran High, and Xander High, and Gage High, and Kiba High, and my screen went dark High, and Satella High, and did I forget anyone? Oh yes, Levin. I mean Quivin. I mean Kevin. Hey and hello there everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me on this random Tuesday in the middle of May. How are we all doing? I got the C ending on Nia earlier, because I guess that part of the story isn't really that long. So I guess, and then I'll probably do the D ending, like, tonight, maybe, if I'm lucky. Kind of just depends on stuff. Cac John, it has been a while, hello! Row your boat, or is it bow your boat? But Cac John, hello, welcome, and Tenchi, hello! Oh my gosh, so many people here. If you have not yet clicked like on the video, could everyone watching right now please click like on the video? Let's make sure we're not in a crab cake popsicle situation, because that's always appreciated. And yes, Sword and Shield music, or at least more Sword and Shield music, has been added to Nintendo Music. Yeah. I've done, like, most of the side quests, but I don't plan on doing all of them, because some of them are just kind of silly. Like the Robot Coliseum, or racing that robot was BS, and other stuff, yeah. Okay, so chat, let's get into it, shall we? So, tickets, present your tickets. No, don't present your tickets, that's for the wild card. What we're going to do, here are my tickets. My tickets are for Yuxi, Thunderous, and Kartana. And if you guys, gals, and non-binary pals are able to do a Kartana, if you're able to do Kartana, then the thing that would be wonderful and helpful and awesome would be to let me know whether you can do a Yuxi, a Thunderous, or a Kartana. And the way to do that is by saying strike in big capital letters, I can do, and then let me know if you can do Yuxi, Thunderous, and or Kartana. Ready, set, bow, let me know, and here we go. And I'll get the old spreadsheet no. And we'll see how this goes. Will the spreadsheet fill itself in today? Let's see. Kevin said it. I don't see Kevin's name yet. Wait, it is! Kramen. Hi, everyone say hi to Kramen after you're done saying strike. But let's see. Okay, so we've got Kevin, Sky, Kieran, Kiba. Okay, so we maybe could have like a Yuxi first, and then with like Kevin, Kieran, and Kiba maybe. And then we could like take it from there afterwards. Yeah. And then we could have like a Thunderous or Kartana with Sky. Oh, and then Tenchi can do any as well. They added the Battle Tower music. I don't think they had that before. Oh, interesting. Tenchi, you were slow. The team 2 for you, Tenchi. You're also slow on making me those cookies you promised me. No, I'm kidding. I just thought of that earlier, and I was like, I have to try and cram in that reference. And then, hey, there's a cramming reference I just crammed in as well. Look at me cramming in loads of references today. Okay, so, but yeah, no, let's do the thing I said, which is like Kevin, Kieran, Kiba. And then we'll have like a Sky Tenchi, a Tenchi Sky, Tench Sky, Skynchi. That sounds awful. But ignore that. Gosh. Okay. So team 1, Kevin, Kieran, Kiba. Team 2, Skywatcher and Tenchi. Does that sound like a plan? Does that sound good? Does Skynchi? Oh god, that sounds awful. It just makes you sound like some kind of gross, like think of a skunk and then like gross it up more, and then that's like a Skynchi. Okay, but does that sound all good? Okay, so we're gonna connect to the Wycom with the plus button and all that lovely stuff. And then once it says internet in the top right-hand corner, then we'll proceed to talk to the nice scientist lady. And when we do, we're going to say anything goes, except I'm going to go Yuxi, because I have a feeling that we are going to get the golden Yuxi. The golden Yuxi! At least I hope so. But let's find out, okay? 05130207. Let's do that for a code, shall we? 05130207. So, Cac John, you should probably buy Nintendo Online again. If you want to play along with and do a Thunderous with us in like 20 minutes, then or a Kartana, then that would be a good idea. But obviously no pressure. You don't have to play along with us. We're just happy to have you here, Cac John. I hope you've been doing well. It has been a long time. I don't think we've seen you in the year 2025, dare I say. Maybe I saw you like on my birthday stream or something. I don't know. Okay, so we got Kieran, we got Kevin, so we just need a keeper, which is either Odachi or a Shiriju. Summer is right around the corner. That is true. You could always get like a 3-month plan, like just for the summer. But then maybe economically just getting a whole year is worth it. Who knows? You are merely here to spectate. That's fair enough. Okay. No, we're just happy to have you here, Cac John, because it has been a while, so... okay, so Yuxi, you guys know this. Don't use ground moves on it, because it's got Levitate. And then, like, Dark is best, and then Ghost, and then Bug. Lowering its stats is a good thing, because it's a bulky boy. Thus why Dark and Ghost are good, because Max Darkness and Max Phantasm. More like Donate Plasm. And there we go. Oh, chat, I had a question for you earlier, but I can't remember. So I'm going to ask this question instead. Speaking of donating plasm, have you guys ever donated anything like blood or platelets or any other stuff, or any of you on like organ donation things? It's a weird question, I know, but I always do say more like donate plasm. And there we go. Oh, steel is good defensively as well. So, oh, but Crawdaunt is amazing. So, you know, okay, this is oh yeah, and then Lilligant does have Pollen Puff, if you want to go for that. Cac John, blood mostly. Kevin, can't say you have. I did, so I will tell, I donated blood once, and I would have more times if I didn't have a bad experience that time. And it's not because giving blood is like a bad thing or is awful, it's just because I had an awful person. And then now I can't donate blood because I'm an English person in America, and there's a whole thing with that, which I'll talk about in a sec. Tauros does have a dark move, I believe, so we probably want to go to the left, to the left, to the left. And then there is Flygon, who has Bug Buzz. This is I will just say, this is a little bit annoying, because ideally, we would like to get rid of Lilligant. Oh, wouldn't it be Lilligant? But, I don't really think there's anything particularly worth switching for. I actually think a Lilligant using a Max Flutterby would be better than a Tauros using Max Darkness, because I think we have largely a physical team. So, having something with, like, non-stab Max Darkness just doesn't really work that well, I would say. So, yeah. But we want to play offensively, so I wouldn't worry about Pollen Puff for healing too much or anything, unless we're against a Pokemon where, like, Lilligant is just bad. But Lilligant's, like, pretty neutral here, so I would say, you know, we'll play, like, offensively or whatever. Okay. So here we go. Sky. No, you would like to donate blood at some point, but the big needle scares you. Oh, no, that's fair enough, though. Tenchi, when you pass, they have permission to harvest you. Yes. I did back in it. Well, I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if I'm like any kind of like donor here, like organ donor here in America or something. Like when I got like my real ID, I can't remember if there was an option. If there was, I would have ticked yes on it. But I actually can't remember if there was an option when I got like my real ID of like donations or whatever. But you know, let this video be record to like please use my organs, because I do have in my wallet, I have like an NHS organ donor thing, which is a thing in the UK. So it's like, guys, you're welcome to take stuff when I'm done. The only thing I said was don't take my eyes, because my left eye is terrible, and I would not wish anyone to have my left eye. I don't know if there's anything actually wrong with the eye or if it's like my brain, but like my left eye is awful, and it's not worth it. So I said don't take my eyes, but anything else you can have. And then also KO'd on turn 1 and the Dynamax. Oh gosh. Okay, well this might solve. Actually, no, it won't. I was gonna say this actually won't solve our. This actually will weirdly solve our. Lilligant will be our Dynamaxer Pokemon, because now it won't be our Dynamaxer. Now I will be our Dynamaxer for the Uxie battle. So I guess let's just all keep going and stuff like that, hey? Let's see, Sky, you've got vaccine needles and stuff you're fine with. They don't scare you, but... No, that's the thing, Sky. It is a bit of a... With like a... When you're having like a vaccine or something, it's kind of just like in and out, boop, beep, bop, boop. But like when you are having blood, it is kind of like, they have to put it in you. They have to like kind of, kind of suck some stuff out. And it is just that little bit more prolonged. So, yeah. Hatterene. So, no, I don't think... Guys, I honestly think this team we have is, like, pretty perfect. Unless there's, like, some dark ghost or bug that I missed along the way, which if there is, let me know. But I don't really think that... I think we should just kind of pick the rest of these based on what's, like, easiest for us. Like, I think Munchlax could be good. To, like, just battle. And then we could just go against something... Maybe we could just go against, like, the Flygon or something. But I don't know. There is a scientist here as well. We could try... Oh, okay, we did go for the Tauros. I was going to say we could try, like, Kiba with some science. But okay, we're going to go with the Tauros. Let's see what we got here. Bright Powder, Weakness Policy. I'll go the Bright Powder. Asote! Hello. We can... Yeah, I think we did have a slot open for the next round, so you could join that, yeah. Kramin may have already added you to the spreadsheet. But if not, yeah, we could, like, add you to the spreadsheet, Asote. You are... Oh, you are there. Hang on, I might even be able to add you. Yeah, I can add you. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Luckily, you're alphabetically high up on the list. Okay, but anyway, hi everyone. Yeah, what was I thinking? Dang, there was like some interesting topic of conversation I was thinking of earlier, but I can't think now. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for a Screech. I know it's 80% accurate, but we have a load of physical attackers here. I'm hoping Crawdaunt does go for like a Lash Out or something. But I'm going to go for one Screech here, and then we'll see what happens. Kieran, you picked Munchlax. Ooh, so who betrayed us? No, I'm kidding. Like the video if you haven't already. Oh, I just read Cat John's comment about me and organs and stuff. That's not true, but I do need the money. But that's not true. Okay. No, let's see though. No, I just asked because it's an interesting point. I know we have some younger people here who probably, like, haven't, like, ever donated because they're, like, too young to. But I'll tell my story about donating blood quickly. So my dad, like, donated blood for, like, many years. And then my brother started donating blood, and he did it a bunch of times. And so I wanted to do it, too. You know, there's that kind of thing when you're, like, a middle child and a younger brother where you kind of want to do things that, like, your dad and or brother have done. And so I wanted to as well. And we went along when there was a local blood donation thing. And basically, they do like a little... test of your... They do like a little test of your blood to make sure that you're like clean or whatever. They sort of ask you a bunch of questions to be like, do you have any of these diseases? Have you ever done this? Have you ever done that? But then they like also test your blood as well. So I like filled it in or whatever. And then... I did the test as well, and it like was like clean or whatever. And then, but here's the thing: the little test they do, they prick one of your fingers, and then they put like a teeny little band-aid on it. Or, well, actually no, they put like a kind of like a big band-aid on it. But they like they like sort of pricked a finger on like my left hand, and then they took blood from my left arm. But like basically though, it was like really annoying because my blood wasn't like flowing very well or enough or something, and they're like, oh, take this pen, and then kind of what you're gonna kind of do is like with the pen in your palm, you're gonna kind of like roll the pen in your palm, right? I can't really describe it. Like visually I could show you it, but it's a hard thing to describe sort of out loud without you guys looking. But you sort of just like roll the pen up your palm and then kind of like let it drop back down and then roll it back up again. Let's see. Flygon, I'm gonna go for Flygon because it's a cool Pokemon and it's a bit less annoying. And maybe if any of us didn't get any good items the first time, even though I'd actually say we did get good items the first time. Oh, Life Orb. Do I go Life Orb or do I go... I'm gonna go Life Orb. But I think I am still gonna try my Screech strats, because I think that'll help. Oh yeah, Tauros, we didn't crit it, did we? Thank goodness. Oh yeah, and Tenchi, ask me that question about the why I can't donate in America thing in a bit. I just want to tell my story about the one time I did donate blood. This was like over a decade ago or something. But like, or maybe about a decade, I can't remember. But anyway, but basically, I had to like roll a pen in my hand. But because they were taking blood from the same arm where they'd done the test, it was like I had this big plaster. I think they did like my middle finger, but then basically they put this like, this like covering on it or whatever. Oh, I do have... I'm still going to go for one Screech, okay? I know I have Play Rough, but I'm going to go with one Screech just because this will help out the others, and then... Maybe I should have just gone for 2 Play Roughs. But I do have the Life Orb now, so it's like I kind of would rather only lose the health the one time. But anyway... But basically, I had this, like, basically, imagine if you got a bunch of toilet paper or paper towel, right? And then you wrapped it around, like, your middle finger, right? So just imagine doing that. And, like, the lack of mobility you have, and it basically, like, kind of, like, restricts your mobility in, like, your index and your ring fingers as well. So I had this sort of, like, covering on my middle finger, but then it sort of reduced the mobility in, like, the 2 adjacent fingers. And... those 3 fingers are the primary fingers you use to, like, I knew it was going to use a bug move. I knew it was going to do that, and when did I become Kevin? Did I at least get my Screech in? I wasn't paying attention, because I got absorbed in the story. So, the good thing here is Flygon won't get the benefit of the max overgrowth here, so at least that's something. Did I get a Screech in, or did I get KO'd before I could use Screech? Like, am I faster than a Flygon or not? I thought I'd be faster than a Flygon, but maybe I'm not. But anyway, when you have that lack of mobility in your 3 fingers, you can't roll a pen between your fingers. And this guy who was taking my blood, like, he was just generally very rude. Like, I think before what he did was I'm about to say he did, before he did what he's about to do, he was already, like, a little bit rude and condescending and stuff. But, like, basically, I couldn't, like, roll this pen in my hands. And basically, he made some kind of quip about, like, the fact that, like, we evolved to be able to do this. And I think he sort of said something about, like, monkeys kind of thing. And so, but basically, the TLDR of, like, what he was getting at was this notion that, like, a monkey could do this. And it's, like, not if the monkey had a band-aid, like, a massive bandage, like, on its finger that, like, basically made all three fingers move, like, as one big giant sausage. So this guy was just, like, really rude and patronizing. And then, like, they were kind of like, oh, like, you, like, sort of, you know, it's a bit, like, getting a bit, like, lightheaded. It was like, oh, your blood pressure's kind of, like, going up a bit. You need to, like, you know, sort of calm down. It's like, well, of course my blood pressure's up. Like, I've got some arsehole being, like, really rude to me. Sorry, that was a mild swear there. But, like, this guy was just really not very nice or pleasant. And yes, the screech did work, didn't it? So that's good. But yeah, so this guy was just really not very nice to me, and he basically just likened me to being like less coordinated than a monkey. Yeah, the rare bow swear, we'll have to call it. But like, yeah. So we could switch the Lilligant here if you wanted to just have Bug Buzz instead. If you wanted to have more health and like still have a bug move, you could switch the Lilligant if you like Kiba. But like, yeah, this guy was really, and the thing was, what happened earlier, there was a thing where, so I'd filled in that form and I'd taken the little test, and there was like basically like a thing my mum had said to me beforehand where she'd said, oh, if I hadn't like, you know, like, oh, if it weren't for like blood transfusions, like you wouldn't be here today. And I think she was like referring to like herself or something. I can't even remember what the heck she was talking about. But that's the thing. I was just kind of like parroting what she said because like I was excited to donate blood. So I kind of parroted it, and then this guy was like, you haven't had like a blood transfusion. I was like, well, no, and then you get all nervous because like, well, I mean, I don't think so. You know, maybe I have. I don't know. Like I've had like I had an operation in my life, like when I was a kid or something. But I don't think she was like talking about that. You know. So you know. So then so this guy had just been like really rude to me and unkind. And don't get me wrong, I know that is kind of serious, but like I kind of knew I hadn't. But then he was like putting all this like pressure on me, and then he like alluded to me basically being like less coordinated than a monkey. And yeah, so I did sort of get like a bit lightheaded and sort of dizzy from the experience. But I think it's just because I think it's more because I was getting seriously stressed out when I was like when I was having a bunch of blood taken from my body. I think if it had been under more relaxing circumstances, it would have been fine. So don't let this be a story of like you know, not to do it. Like please do it if you can or whatever. But I say it just because if someone's like rude to you or something, like do like stand up in a situation like that. Do stand up for yourself and don't be made to feel like you're doing something like because you're doing a nice thing. So don't be made to feel like you're some kind of villain or doing something wrong or whatever, you know, because it's silly. So yeah, just kind of like. Oh yeah, it got rid of our boosts from the items, so like my life orb and the expert belt. Oh, that's really funny. That's actually really funny. The magic room actually did something. So yeah, you know. But yeah, so yeah, it was sort of just it was a shame basically because it put me off. I was like, well, I'm never doing that again. And I'd kind of always said, like, oh, well, maybe, like, if I get to move to America someday, maybe, like, once I'm settled and I have my life together and stuff like that, I could donate blood there, because, like, people in America are friendlier than people in England. But I can't give blood here, which then loops back into Tenchi's sort of reminder of the question. But basically, there's a thing where, because of my age and the fact I come from England, there was a thing that I think was more prevalent in England than America, but, like, mad cow disease. And in fairness, I did come from, like, the fens where mad cow disease was. I never had mad cow disease, but there was just a thing where it's like, oh, if you, like, lived in England between, like, this year and this year, you know, you run a risk of, like, sort of mad cow disease stuff, and therefore you're not able to donate blood or whatever. And so, yeah, so, like, I can't do it. Oh, maybe, like, in a few... Again, if I do get to a point where my life is more sorted and settled and I was able to do it, I would double-check with this or see if the standards had been updated or changed. But the last time I checked, that's what it said. So, Shibatooth, hello! Welcome. But, yeah, that's the thing, Kevin. I don't like conflict, and I am a person where... When I was younger, I was definitely more, like, shy and introverted and more conflict averse and stuff. And you know, I'm a bit better now, but it is still one of those things where I still do get moments where you're kind of just, like, shocked. Like, you're kind of just sent into a sense, like, your brain just kind of frazzles. Like, you know, it's like when you're on a computer and it, like, freezes for a couple of seconds. And then, like, everything suddenly all catches up. And it's kind of like that, where someone will say something or do something, and your brain just kind of, like, it has so much stuff to process that you just kind of are frozen, and then you don't, you know, and then you kind of miss your moment to, like, stand up for yourself. it's very whatever. So, but yeah, so Hatterene is a no. Tauros is a no. Flygon is a no. Now, reminder, I am officially now in a drought. So, will I get the Golden Uxie? No, it's a Bluesky. Dang. Oh, Sky, one of your family members can't donate blood because of that as well. So yeah, so it's not like I had it or anything. I've not even had COVID. But it's just one of those things where they're like, oh, well, you were like in proximity of it though, so boo, you know. So oh well. Right, let's check the old. So Asote, are you still there? Because your time is now. Okay, so Hatterene. Oh, hang on. Let's just no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles. Let's check the moves and natures and abilities. These are all pretty terrible. Sorry, I had a belch / hiccup or something there. Flygon, I choose you. And there we go. Yeah, that's a good point, Kevin. Yeah, they have to pay the tariffs on it. It's like, and here's your cookie. I believe you owe me an extra quarter of a cookie on top of the one you've already given me. But yes, okay. So Flygon has been sent to a box. And there we go. So here we go. Welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of where you found Uxie? Yes, I would. Okay, so Team 2. So Team 2 is the team comprising of Skywatcher, Tenchi, and Asote. Shibertooth, would you like to be a substitute in case anyone doesn't show up or anything? Oh, sorry, I said Uxie, I meant Thunder. If I said Uxie, I meant Thunderous. Sorry, my spreadsheet said Uxie. It's because my spreadsheet's in the wrong order, that's why. So, sorry, Thunderous. So, Team 2, Thunderous, Skywatcher, Tenchi, and Asote, with Sabertooth on backup. But yeah, so sorry, Team 1 was Uxie. Sorry, we had Uxie and Thunderous the wrong way around from a previous stream. So, Thunderous, Team 2, Sky, Tenchi, and Asote. Okay, so here we go. So, please make sure you are connected on the Wycom, okay? And then we're going to talk to the nice lady. We're going to say anything goes, but I'm going to select Thunderous. And then... Okay, and then when we're on the Thunderous, we're going to go 0513 and then 1429. How about that? 05... So like 5, 13, 14, 29. That's 05, 13, 14, 29. I think I said the code the wrong way before. 05, 13, 14, 29. You can see it on the screen. 0513 1429. However you want to do it. Skywatcher is in the Dynamax Adventure. And Tenchi is in the Dynamax Adventure. So Asote, we are waiting on you. I don't think you've ever actually played with us before, despite being in chat many times, because we don't have a username for you. So let me know your username. Let me know what's going on your game. Make sure you're connected to the internet. Make sure you're connected on a decent internet connection. Make sure you're watching live. That's very important. I'm going to do the hashtag, the exclamation point, YT live, to make sure you are watching live. Okay, so Sote is on it. So Shibertooth, if you are like waiting in the wings, maybe let's just give Asote a chance. Like don't just join in at like 59 seconds or whatever, because we should be good here. If we have some kind of issue with Asote where Asote can't join us or something, maybe we could switch to Kartana, if that's okay with Sky and Tenchi. Like, we could have Sky, Tenchi, and Shibertooth for a Kartana, and then we could try with Asote again for a Thunderous or something like that. Viv, hello, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday, to the extent that Tuesdays are happy. Let's do this thing. So, Asote, what's going on your game? Because this is... Normally it shouldn't take this long, which makes me concerned that something's happening. Maybe if we get down to like 30 seconds and or we haven't heard anything from a Sote, we can try a second time. If it doesn't work a second time, though, I will be switching to Kartana with the Skychi, and featuring Shabertooth. Hang on, so Asote, have you typed in the code yet? Because you need to have typed it in by now. If you haven't typed it in, then we need to set up a new lobby. Like, you say 1 sec, which makes it sound like you haven't even typed in the code, but we're, like, running out of time for you to type. You gotta type in the code with, like, a good, like, 45 seconds on the clock. Okay. Yeah, hang on. Right. We'll try this again. Hang on, we'll try this again. So hang on. So, Asote, just let me know, because I don't think we have ever actually played before. Despite you being in chat many times, I want to make sure that you're definitely, like, so you're definitely on, like, a good home internet connection. No mobile hotspot or tethering or anything like that. You are connected to, like, a home internet router or router, and that's all good, right? And then, also to check as well, you have gone on the Ycom, and it definitely says internet in the top right-hand corner, right? So, like, you're connected on the Ycom. Not just connected on your Switch, but you are connected on the Ycom. Because you need to make sure that it says internet in the top right-hand corner of this screen, the Ycom, okay? Also, please definitely do make sure you are watching live, okay? So, and make sure you just keep in constant communication with us about what's going on your game, okay? If, Asote, you were able to type in the word lemons, Lemons, into chat, that would be really helpful, because it would give us a sense of how many seconds you are behind us or whatever, just to make sure you definitely are watching live. Because sometimes people think they're watching live, and then they're not actually watching live. So, okay. So, we're going to talk to so we are connected on the Ycom. We're going to talk to the nice lady. We'll try for Thunderous one more time. So, yeah, okay, so Kevin has just put lemons. Right, we're going to go Thunderous. Oh, your internet got down. Okay. But you're back now, right, Asote? Okay, you're on now. Okay, so let's try this again. Hopefully this should work. I'm optimistic that it will. Let's go 0513 and then 0233, okay? So 0513 0233 or 0513 0233, okay? So, and this is going to be Skywatcher, Tenchi, and Asote. So there's Sky. Sky high, like high on the list, first in. I don't know, does that make sense? Probably not. Like, not really. Like, it's one of the things where, like, it does make sense, but then the more you think about it, the less it makes sense. Oh, here we go! Oh, Asote, is that you? Are you RF Bros GGN? Is that you? Hopefully it is. And if it is, hopefully Kramen is adding that to the spreadsheet. Excellent. Okay, so let me just do my spiel about Thunderous. So, Thunderous is an electric and flying type, which means he's an awkward fellow, because he's only weak to ice and rock types, okay? So we're on the lookout for ice and rock types, but if we can't find those, or we can't find those moves, then what we need to be on the lookout for are things more defensive, such as Pokemon with the Lightning Rod ability, such as Manectric and Cantonian Raichu. Those might actually be the only two. Cantonian Raichu and Manectric are excellent. Ground types are obviously brilliant, and if we can't get those, then the trio of Dragon, Grass, and other electric types all resist electric, so they can be helpful as well. Offensively, Thunderous doesn't know any flying moves, okay? So, no flying moves, so we don't need to worry about them, but it does have Sludge Wave for spread poison damage, and then it also has Rain Dance, Thunder, and Weather Ball. So Rain Dance and Thunder for 100% accurate Thunder, watch out for that, and Rain Dance and Weather Ball for Water-type damage. If we change the weather, such as if we, say, had a Max Hailstorm or Max Rockfall user, because they're Rock and Ice types, or Rock and Ice moves, then Thunderous can use Weather Ball of Rock and Ice types. So watch out for that, particularly if it's Ice, because Ice and Electric is a dangerous combo. Right, here we go. Oh, Caxjon, you still have a membership. Woo! Okay, excellent. So Absol does have Blizzard. And then Bishop has Metal Sound and Palpitoad has Earth Power. I'm actually going to go for Palpitoad first because of the ground type, but Absol could be good because of Blizzard. Although Golurk is a ground... Because Absol's not a very good Blizzard user is the thing, and Blizzard is a terrible... Like, Absol has terrible special attack, and then Blizzard is inaccurate, and... So it's an inaccurate move on a rubbish Pokemon. So, that's why... So, like, you know, like, now Absol could be good, right? But, like... I was just kind of, oh, Frostlass, yes! Good pick with a Rangaroo, by the way. Symbiosis can be very good. Okay. Right, we've got Blaziken and Gloom, and then a load of waters. I saw a fire. September. Okay, nice. Oh, Cacjon, you're good. Oh, would you like to join us? Oh, there's a Lantern on the left. Oh, does Lantern have Volt Absorb? I think Lantern has Volt Absorb, so... That, we could go for the Lantern. We could go for the Lantern. There is a Sandaconda, but Sandaconda actually isn't really that good. And we're way better equipped to deal with a Blaziken than a Gloom anyway. Well, actually, no, Gloom doesn't have any grass moves, so actually Gloom would have been okay. But the point is that, Satella, you have to go, thank you. No, Cacjon, you're not stupid at all. Cacjon, if I didn't get my subscription kind of like because of these streams, I would probably struggle to remember like when I renew my subscriptions and stuff like that. So, because I would kind of let them wear out and then I'd renew them again and this and that and the other. And now, do I want to use a Max Geyser or a Max Quake? I think I'm going to go with the Geyser. Because it means my second attack will do more damage. And it means it'll protect you guys from fire moves if it uses any fire. So, if you guys have not yet clicked like on the video, please do so now. We did just beat a boss. And Asote is joining us for the first ever time. And Cacjon might be able to join us in like 20 minutes. So, although Cacjon did say about like just being a spectator today. But if you wanted to, Cacjon, now that you know you don't have to pay anything, let me know. Okay. Ooh, special defense down. That's good. Okay, here's the Max Flare. Okay, this is a bit annoying because it does mean my Max Geyser is going to do less damage here. But it does mean that I will get to change the weather here. So that's not bad either. Ooh, Psyshock. That's pretty good. Although maybe switch to Psychic on the next one just because we did get that special defense down. Okay, here we go. Show me potato salad. So yeah, maybe if I'd have used like a Max Quake, maybe that would have been more powerful. But we do have the rain up now, so if it does try any more fire moves, at least they will do less damage. So, okay. So here we go. Here we go. We're gonna try and go with more water now. But you guys are doing great. Well done, Team 2. We're making it through. Show me potato geyser. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, my Swift Swim boosted my speed. So, that worked out really well. So well done, guys. Well done. So, Blaziken, you are mine. You want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them, okay? Ash catch them. So you want to catch everything. We haven't really got into the full explanation of, like, why you want to catch everything. 1, shinies. 2, in case you need to switch. That's the long version of it, to be honest. Okay, so, but we don't want the Blaziken. We don't need the Blaziken. We don't want the Blaziken. So I'm going to say that I do have an email. Let me just check what that is. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Right, so, Blues is a no. Lovely. There's the Nintendo music is telling me about Sword and Shield, which you love to see. Right, but I am going to plug my phone back in. Yeah, so Lantern, I do believe, has Volt Absorb. So I think it could be a good one for us to go against. I know it's going to be a little bit risky having Golurk Dynamax, but at the same time, Golurk will have a stab super effective move here. So if as long as it doesn't target Golurk, we might be okay here. And we could have Let's see what. Oh, Orangaroo. Orangaroo. If Orangaroo is slower than me, Orangaroo could use Instruct on me. We could have Instruct on me because I have the ground move and I'm not Dynamaxing. So if I am faster than Orangaroo, we'll have to check. But if I am faster than Orangaroo, then Orangaroo could use Instruct on me, and that would actually be way better. Oh no! Orangaroo's got like a speed up nature. Never mind. Ignore that. It could use Instruct on Frostlass, but I don't really think you need to worry about that. I think that's... you might as well just attack it, basically. Right, I'm going to go Earth Power. Dang! Oh, Cacjon, you got Reshiram! Yes! Excellent! I did get Reshiram too a few months ago. I was quite lucky on it. I did get it reasonably quickly. I think I was hunting for it from like November through to like January or something, so it ended up being pretty quick. But that's awesome, Cacjon. I know you wanted that one, so well done. Well done indeed, indeed. Okay. Right, Shadow Ball, special defense down. No. Oh, don't you dare go for Golurk. Oh, come on! I said don't go for Golurk. Ah, dang it. Dang, 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 dang. Okay. So this does mean that, like, someone else is going to have the Dynamax. It could end up being Golurk for, like, Thunderous. It could end up being Golurk, which would be kind of funny if it was. Oh, okay, we're going for Instruct on Frostlass. In fairness, if this gets a special defense drop, then that's not a bad idea in that sense. But we didn't get the drop. That sucks. Okay, I have Earth Power now, so you may want to use it on me now that I'm faster and stuff like that. So, and because I have the stab ground move. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this chip feeble or great? It was feeble. Sky was just like, I can't be bothered with this. I shouldn't have died, man. What is with these NPCs today? Okay. Will we get special defense down? Nope. Here's the Max Geyser. Who's it going? This is going to do a lot of damage, whoever it hits. Okay, that's pretty. Okay. Light Screen is a bit of a waste. Instruct would have on Palpitoad would have been a lot better. I know I know it. Again, like, offense is the best defense. I mean, admittedly, we don't need to worry about like Dynamax turns as much anymore. But so hang on, let's just. So if Orangaroo, oh God, hang on. So if Orangaroo had it, that means it would have been passed to like Orangaroo. No, Frostlass. I think if we win this turn, like, I have the Dynamax against Thunderous. If we win on the next... Oh, gosh. Okay, the Light Screen did save Golurk there. So, that kind of did work out, funnily. If this Lantern were just using moves like a normal NPC, we wouldn't have to worry, but... Okay, there's Scorching Sands, more like a Scorching Plan. I think if... Okay, so I think... Okay, so I think basically, if we win this turn, it means Golurk will be the Dynamaxer for the Thunderous, I think? I think this is how it works. I don't know what that means, who's our like next Dynamaxer, but I think that much is true. We'll have to find out in a sec. Okay, here's a Shadow Ball. Okay, we did it! Woo! Well done, everyone. Okay, very nice indeed. Indeed. So... I think now is probably the time to say goodbye to Orangaroo. Just because Lantern does have that better defensive utility against Thunderous. Like, if Thunderous sets up the rain, then Lantern can use Hydro Pump, and it'll get these, like, super-duper powerful Hydro Pumps. So, let's see. But yeah, so I think I know the other two Pokemon don't have a whole load of health, but I do think Orangaroo is like a good swap here. Just because it doesn't really have anything for Thunderous, whereas like Lantern does have the Volt Absorb, and that will be handy. It means it's immune to Discharge and Thunder and Max Lightning. Very, very frightening. Me. So... Oh, okay, Asote didn't make the switch for Lantern. So maybe we could switch out, like, Golurk. Yeah, Sky's gonna... That's fair enough, because Golurk doesn't really have anything super effective for Thunderous, so... okay, we got the Backpacker. Maybe Frostlass will get, like, a healing item or something. Maybe. I'm just gonna go with Wise Glasses, because that seems pretty wise to me. Shibertooth has a mini sandwich. What designates a mini sandwich over a regular sandwich? Did you like cut up the bread small? Like, you have to elaborate on what you mean by a mini sandwich. Okay. So I think this means okay. I think we should go for the Araquanid because of berries and because we have like a Lantern on our team and because Tauros is really dangerous. Like, Tauros is dangerous, whereas, like, Araquanid, we have, like, super effective against... And if I'm Dynamaxing, this means that, I have max Airstream, which is super effective. So, berries! So that's my theory. My game theory. So hopefully that's good. But we'll have to see. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, here we go, guys, gals, not binary pals. Let's see who has the Dynamax, because I actually don't know. It's not me! Who has the Dynamax? Whoever has the Dynamax, please use it, but I actually, like, I don't know who has this. Oh, it's the Lantern! Oh, okay. So, unfortunately, that does mean that Oranguru is gonna have the Dynamax for the Thunderous, which isn't ideal. Unless Oranguru just doesn't use it. Unless Oranguru, like, sets up a light screen... and lets Frostlass have the Dynamax. That could be the plan. That could be the plan, actually. If Asote didn't Dynamax, if Asote against the Thunderous set up a light screen and let Frostlass do the Dynamaxing, that could be a plan right there. Frostlass could use like a triple axle or a Frost Breath on turn 1, and then bing bang boom, max Hailstorm all the way after. Okay, Max Lightning, very, very frightening me. Oh, okay. That's a good hit. That's a good start. Okay, there's the terrain in Spain, mostly in the plains. Right. Oh, no, Instruct. No. Yeah, you can't use Instruct on Pokemon faster than you that haven't acted yet, or on Dynamax Pokemon. You have to use it on, you know, like the Frostlass after it attacks, or me after I attack. Right, there's the... okay, Bug Moves, that's not good. Crud. Special attack, your ally fell. Oh, wait, oh no. I was gonna say, we have a Pokemon in the air and someone just used a max move. Did my stats go down? I know that's not the same as getting a status from a Toxtricity, but still. Right, here's the Shadow Ball. You came in like a Shadow Ball. Right, here's a Max Lightning. Very, very frightening me. Oh, very nice. That's hit number 2. And is that Shell Bell? Yes, I like it. Okay, so here's Instruct, going for the Frostlass. And then Shadow Ball. Nice. Can we get Special Defense down? And then here's the Bonds. And Bonds for ours. Yes, well done. Oh, and Paralysis! There we go! Okay. Oh, here's Max Geyser. Watch out, everyone. Watch out! No, Frostlass, hang in there. Oh, buddy, old pal. I do think Oranguru could probably just go for a Psychic or a Psyshock. I don't really think you need to Instruct Frostlass. Frostlass isn't really stronger than Oranguru, so it's not really worth, like, getting Frostlass to use extra moves. You just want to use Instruct when you have, like, stab, super effective type things. Oh gosh. Okay, because we do kind of, well, actually no. It doesn't matter if we don't win this turn, it's actually okay, because we sort of in some ways don't want Oranguru to Dynamax, so I'm actually going to take the chance of bouncing here. Because we're not in that urgent, like, oh, we have to beat this. Like, if we do beat it this turn, it's fine. But it's actually not that important to win this turn, so we did it! Okay, so well done, everyone. Okay, so Team 2, we made it through to the final. So Arachnid's weak, you'll want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. Okay. So, but yeah, no switching here, though. No switching, because Arachnid is bad against a Thunderous. Kieran, anyone got a shiny Uxie from Go today? You haven't. I can only get Azels locally. The others I'd have to do remotely. Oh yeah, I might. Do I need a Mesprit? I might need a Mesprit from someone, but oh well. But yeah, this Arachnid's not really worth getting. I know that Frostlass doesn't have a whole load of health. I know it's not ideal, but yeah. But also, Kaz, I'm not sure if I said hi to you properly. Like, I think I addressed you just then, but I didn't actually say hi to you. So, hi, Kaz. Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday, to the extent that Tuesdays are happy. Taco Tuesday. Okay. So, here we go. Right, so here's the Thunderous. So yeah, Oranguru could use Light Screen on turn 1 to allow for Frostlass to Dynamax afterwards. I know Frostlass doesn't have a whole lot of health, but it's something we could consider. Okay, I'm going to sculpt this thing to burn it. And then Lantern can just do whatever Lanterns do, like Hydro Pump or Thunderbolt, whichever you feel is more acceptable. Oranguru could set up that Light Screen. Could be helpful, and then hopefully Frostlass will live, but it can use either. Frost Breath is a little. Oh no, Sludge Wave, no. Oh, what is with these computer AIs today? They're just doing all kinds of damage. Damage. They're being really smart. This is very frustrating. Right, there's the Thunderbolt. Asterisk. Sorry, I'm going to keep making that joke now. Yes! Okay, Sote has set up the Light Screen for us. It's a shame that couldn't happen before the Sludge Wave, because I actually do think that with the Light Screen and a not very effective, that maybe, Frostlass could have hung in there, but oh well. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try and burn it. But yeah, Oranguru can just attack with like Psychic or Psyshock, and then Lantern can use like Thunderbolts and Lightning, very, very frightening. And I can just keep attacking as well, and then we should be good. Who gave the AIs the smart pills today? That is the question. Tenchi rocking the Avatar outfit there. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this Chiffy Bull great? Ooh, ooh! Will that clear up the poison? Or will it just be a heal? Even so, that's still really good. So Tenchi, well done. You are the winner of the day if no one gets any shinies. Right, here's the Weather Ball. Yes, it did nothing. Nothing! Okay, there's a Thunderbolt. Oh, Oranguru is using Instruct. Again, I do think Oranguru should probably just attack, because Oranguru is, like, our strongest attacker, so we should only be using Instruct when it's, like, super effective moves, not just, like, random other Pokemon. Because I do think... I'm going to check the stats. I will double-check this, but I think Oranguru is, like, our hardest hitter here, so again, it's, like, only if we're... Like, now, you could use an Instruct on Frostlass once Frostlass has done an attack. You could go for that, but... question is, do I want a Dynamax? I'm sort of nervous about the prospect of setting up the rain. 109, 109. Oh, Lantern's got 122. Yeah, no, but Oranguru's got 133. So no, Oranguru is by and away the best attacker we have here. Oh, Oh, I could use a Max Strike. But if I used Max Geyser... Oh. I'm going to use a Max Strike first. Because... I'm really afraid of setting up the rain and just giving it, like, a free Thunder. But here's the thing. If it sets up the rain with a Rain Dance, I will get a speed boost. So, it doesn't matter that much. I can still benefit. Cheese! Hello! Welcome, welcome! How are you? Lovely to see you. Happy Tuesday to the extent Tuesdays are happy. Here we go. Okay, so it is doing some nullifying nonsense. That kind of sucks. Oh, ooh. Okay. Thank goodness it didn't go with an electric move on Lantern then, because that actually could have done a lot of damage with the ability nullification. But it's okay. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Oh, Tenchi's going for the triple axle, using that high attack stat, which Frostlass did seem to have. So 1 triple axle. 2 triple axle. 3. Oh, no, 3 triple axle. Well, that's boring. Oh, okay. We are going with Instruct on Frostlass, though, so that's good. So hopefully we'll get a triple axle that hits all 3 times here. Very nice. Okay, there's 1 triple axle. Oh, what? No. Oh, come on. Right, here's the max strike. Support the strike. Okay. Right, speed down, poison. Okay, I am going to go for a slightly risky max geyser here, but it is going to be way stronger. It's going for the rain dance. Okay, no, okay, well then I made the perfect move at the perfect time. I'm going to be faster now because of this max. Ha 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 ha! You fool! You foolish fool! Okay. Oh yes, well done. Yes, there's Lantern getting a free heal. Well, sort of. Okay, oh, hang in there, everyone. Right, triple axle. 1 triple axle. 2 triple axle. 3 triple axle. That was good. Well done. That was very good. Okay, so we just 1 hit away now. I think we got it. Yes. See, that's the thing there, we had a way more, like, defensive team than we normally would, so that was a bit of a slog, but well done, everyone, for making it through. So, you want to catch them, you don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Team 2. Is this only Team 2? Oh, gosh, we're running really late for this to be a Team 2. So, Kieran just got a shiny Litleo as part of the Kings and Queens event. Slay, Kieran. That's excellent. So well done, everyone, and especially Kieran. So Blaziken is not shiny. Lantern is not shiny. Araquanid is not a dupe. And then, will we get the slightly purple Thunderous? That looks like a regular Thunderous to me. The humanity. The attack up Blaziken. Oh, a timid Lantern. And then, yeah, the Araquanid's rubbish and the Thunderous is rubbish. But the Lantern's kind of nifty, and we don't get to use Lantern. Lantern is one of our less used Pokemon, I would say. Like, when do we ever use a Lantern? How often do we even see Lantern? I don't know. I think it's a bit of a tricky Pokemon to fight is the thing. Like ground types are a bit, double-edged sword. And then obviously we don't really have many grass types for these routes kind of thing. So well done, everyone. Well done indeed. Okay, so let's select the Lantern because let's just check the old sparkles and stuff because I didn't. So no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. There is the Lantern. And there we go. So, Team 3. Kartana. Who is around and available for a Kartana? Let me know right here, right now. Strike the number of times you've played. I can do Kartana, okay? What's that? A Johto Pokemon being underused? What else is new? That's true. Lantern needs an evolution, I would say at this point. I think it deserves one. I think it could have one. Right. Okay, so will we keep a Thunderous? Yes, we will. Oh no, Cheese's Switch is dead! Like my heart. Okay, so, Kevin can do Kartana. Kiba can do Kartana. Strike. I thought Sky was talking about Shrek for a second there. They look like Shrek. It's Striek! I don't know, sorry, that's just a very funny, mix-up of letters. Oh, it's only 2 letters out of place, but it changes the word dramatically. Oh, and Sheba Tooth, dooba 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 da doo. Tenchi has to go help a friend. Oh, thank you for joining us, Tenchi. If anyone needs to leave, please like the video before you go. And if anyone doesn't need to leave, like the video anyway, and then continue watching. But no, thank you, and see you later. So Kartana, we're gonna have Sheba Tooth. Let's see what we can do. Hang on, we got Sky, Kiba, Kevin. Lots of suddenly German. I was kind of thinking like Strick, or something. But okay. So here we go. Okay, so this is gonna be. I still need a jingle for it. I'm always open for suggestions on the jingle. The Nightbot negative selection game. The Nightbot negative selection game. So if Nightbot picks number 1, that means Sky is not playing with us. If Nightbot selects 2, Kevin is not playing with us. And if Nightbot selects 3, Kiba is not playing with us. Bad luck, everyone, although it's on the 13th, so maybe 2 unluckies make a lucky. Let's find out. The unlucky loser is Kiba. Dang. Okay, so we got the Skevin, Team Skevin, featuring Shebetooth. Skevin. We'll call you Skevin. Team Skevin. Could you please come on down? So this is going to be, hang on if the spreadsheet works. Sky, Kevin, and Shebetooth is on the spreadsheet. So I will now add Shebetooth myself. Okay, but Kiba, it does mean that maybe you'll get to host a wild card or something like that. So that's always fun. Skevin sounds like the name of a skell. Does a bit, doesn't it? It sounds like something that oh gosh, I'm kind of forgetting names already. It's like, was her name Alexa? Or am I now just confusing her with a AI? There are so many characters in that game, and I know it's Jeremy who plays her. But it's like, what was Alexa her name? Or was it something else? Was it like Alexandria? But like that sounds like a quirky name she would give to a skell. Right, anyway, do you want to anyway embark upon a Dynamax adventure? Yes, I would. You guys say anything goes, and then I will say, oh, you just soloed a Unite raid in Go. I don't know what that means. A Unite raid. Oh, do you mean a Yuxi raid? What? Wait, hang on. What's a Unite raid, or do you mean a Yuxi raid? You soloed a Yuxi? Oh, okay. I was going to say, okay, so let's go 0513, and then, oh, hang on, 1503. How about that? 0513, 1503. How about that for a code? So, 0513 1503. And this is going to be Sky, Kevin, and Shebetooth. Team Skevin. No, it's okay, Kieran. No problem. Okay, so Sky, and then a Kevin, and a Shebetooth. Whoa. So, Shebetooth is in 4th place, so we'll try and make sure Shebetooth gets a fire type, or a fire move. One thing we haven't really done, I will just say this, one thing we haven't really done is if we say have 2 Pokemon that are pretty good, sometimes we maybe could be like, I'm going to pick the less good of these 2 so that 4th place can have the good one, but at the same time you kind of do just want to pick the best of each one because you never know what's coming next. Something better could come along, and then you could miss out on a better pick. So always just pick the best thing. But okay, so Kartana, fire is super duper mega effective. Fighting is good as well, but please try and focus on special attacks rather than physical if possible. And watch out for Leaf Blade, its most dangerous move. So here we go. Or should I say here we go? No, please just here we go. Scyther is the least bad of these, so I'm gonna go for it. Laron is... I don't know if it's really any better than the others. Dugtrio, I would say, is bad. Whimsicott is, kind of okay. it just can't really hit it with anything. Kingler has superpower, but it's weak to Leaf Blade. But I would still probably say that it probably, I don't know. And then Bolton has Helping Hand. And Kiba's hosting a restaurant for anyone interested. But yes. It looks like we're doing hard mode. It really does. I also like how we're getting a load of physical Pokemon, apart from featuring and plus Whimsicott. Oh, hang on. Oh gosh, did we even see any fire here? Oh gosh, hang on. Porygon, Linoon. Oh, Manectric. Manectric's on the right. We want to go to the right because there's a Manectric. We want to go to the right because there's Manectric, and then there is Grapploct at the end. So we could go for, like, the Grapploct as well, if you like. But, yeah. Plus, we know from past experience, prior experience. I was going to say prior, and then I changed it to past. I ended up saying prast. From past experience, we know that if a Manectric Dynamaxes and uses Max Flare, it one-shots Kartana. So, basically, by virtue of having Manectric, we'll guarantee victory. As long as we beat everything in 3 turns, and Sabertooth gets the Manectric, then we should be good here. Right, let's check the power of all these. Oh, gosh. Do you want to know what's really annoying? Max Airstream is actually weaker than Dual Wing Beat. So it's actually better for me to not Dynamax, but we need Sabertooth to Dynamax, so I'm gonna... stick with the plan, but... Oh, Cacjon. Oh! Okay, I mean, Cacjon, if you've got it working, and it definitely works, then yeah, of course you can join us on the next one. We'll try and figure out a wild card that's good for you. But yeah, if you stick around for like 20 minutes, we'd love to have you join us. It's been a long time, so that'd be brilliant. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we've got. Oh! We did a crunch, more like a lunch. And we got a defense down. So this actually could be really good. And then we got a special defense down. It's all happening here at Beauvo Games. And then here's a Max Airstream, come on. Yes. Right, there is the boost. We got a boost. Oh, and then there we go. And then, hang on, I just need to plug in my phone very quick. And then, okay, so we'll do more Max Airstream. Not a problem. What was I did write one thing down in my conversation book today. Hang on. I wrote down 2 things, actually. Number 1, I did post a poll on YouTube and Threads. If you haven't voted in it, vote in it, I guess. But no, I just kind of talked about how it's just a thing where we're seeing a trend in video games right now where, video game prices are going up, right? We are seeing this jump, Nintendo are increasing prices, Xbox are increasing prices. How long before PlayStation do? Maybe they'll wait to their next console, but we know it's going to happen. Okay, so Linoon's not very good for Kartana. It could use Baby Doll Eyes, in theory, but that's all it's got. Kevin, I know you did, and you gave a very excellent response as well, for which I'm very appreciative. But yeah, but we're getting these video game price increase. Oh, so Manectric on the right, okay? This is very important. We go for Manectric on the right, okay? So well done, everyone. All we have to do is just make sure we beat this thing in 3 turns. That's, all we have to do. Hang on. But anyway, we're getting these game price increases and stuff. And these game executives. I'm not going to say the game companies, because a game company also includes all the, programmers and developers and, creatives and stuff. And I think, a lot of those people are really cool and don't think this way. I think it's, the higher-ups and the people at the top who are responsible for this. But they are increasing the prices of our games. And people are upset and annoyed about that, and understandably so. But it's also one of those things where they're trying to, like, you know, these game companies are, like, cutting game workforces, and they're trying to use AI, you know, and not just, like, use AI, but, like, sort of unethical, exploitative, like, generative AI. And, it, you know, sort of, that's, in addition to being those things, there's also cheap, tacky, and lazy. And it's just one of those things where it's kind of like, well, given that, like, game prices are increasing, basically, there are these people at the top of the companies that want to put less effort into making games whilst charging you more for them. And it's like, are you guys okay with that? Or does that annoy you? Because, you know, I do think that's important. And it's kind of like, hey, if you're going to be, like, increasing the prices of games, it better be because, like, the technology is getting better and your talent are getting more skilled and you're putting a load of love and human effort into it, and not, you know, oh, well, we're firing a load of people and we're just using AI and, you know, here's some slop for you. That'll be $80, please. You know? Like, it's not cool if that's kind of what ends up happening. Oh, did we just? No, I was like, we didn't just lose a Dynamax, did we? But no, we didn't. It's fine. Can I go with a quick attack here? It probably won't KO unless we get a nice boost here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Reflect is kind of great. Oh, yes! Yes, that Technician boosted quick attack for the win. Well done, everyone. So well done, well done, well done. We did. Oh, did we get a defense drop from a crunch? Oh, that makes sense. But yeah, so... But, Cac John says, does anyone have a Latias ticket? Or Latias? I don't know how you say them. Like, anyway, the point is that that will be one of the earlier ones I'd like to do in Phase 2, but we have to see if we'll even get to Phase 2. So Shiba, you're going to be switching one electric dog for another, okay? But in the name of science, pie pants. Okay. And then we could go for Grappalocked. Now, the question is, who do we want to switch for the Grappalocked? I'm actually thinking maybe we get rid of Lairon after this, because I think Lairon has the least to offer for Kartana. I'm not sure if Kevin has Hurricane, which is something. I have, like, Bug and Flying moves, and I resist Leaf Blade ×4. But I think Lairon is the one that just kind of has the least to offer, so maybe Lairon could switch to this if that's okay. And I think that could work. But yeah, so but yeah. So but yeah, I think that's an important point. I just sort of, I think gamers, like, you know, oh, I only have wing attack, not dual wing beat. Oh. Nevertheless, Wing Beat is still pretty close in power to max airstream. I thought it had dual Wing Beat for some reason. It only has Wing Attack. But nevertheless, Wing Attack with Scyther's ability is effectively a base 90 move, not a base 60. So keep that in mind. Bo, which shinies are you missing? Oh, as in like the whole Phase 1 thing? Yeah, because it's been a while, hasn't it? So Cac John, the only ones I have left now, so I have like 3 regular Pokemon, or like 3 regular legendaries. There's Thunderous, Tapu Bulu, and Uxie, right? And then for the Ultra Beasts, there's, let's see if I can remember all these off the top of my head. There's Kartana, and then there's like Nihilego, Pheromosa, Buzzwole, Stakataka, Guzzlord, and oh, there's like one more. No, who is it? Who is it? Oh, who is it? Who is it? Oh. No, why is it no? Oh, I'm gonna have to look. Hang on, Cac John. I'll just give you my, hang on. I thought I said Tapu Bulu. Oh, Celesteela. Celesteela's the one I didn't say. Because there's Tapu. Because I said the trio of like Thunderous, Uxie, and Tapu Bulu. Right, they're my 3 normal Pokemon. And then for the Ultra Beasts, there's Nihilego, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Celesteela, Guzzlord, Stakataka, and Kartana. So I basically just need 10 Pokemon now. My hope, the thing I would at least hope, is if the strike streams need to end, or just, I don't know, if the strike ends or whatever, it'd be kind of cool if at the very least I could get at least 7 more. The reason why is because if I could at least have the 3 tickets I need, I could either carry on doing the strike streams, like on weekends or whatever, or I could solo them myself. And then, because Phase 2 is basically just a victory lap, like I don't actually need to do Phase 2. But yeah, so Sky and Alaron, do-do-do-do-do-do, Sky and Alaron, do-do-do-do-do-do, I think you should then switch, because Laron's in a ditch, do-ba-do-ba-do-ba-do-do. Oh, Rochelle's on Pokemon Shield, maybe she could play with us. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah. So those are the 10 Pokemon I need. We're getting close. I started off with 24. I've got 14 of them. There's 10 to go. And of course, like, if anything comes to, like, Pokemon Go, you know, maybe I'll get that as shiny. Because the only reason I kept going with Blacephalon is because I was like, no, we've been doing this for, like, way too long. We have to... Like, we've been doing this way too long. We have to see it through. If I got anything else, like, say if Celesteela came to Pokemon Go and I got a shiny of it, I would cut Celesteela from the Phase 1. You know, like, Celesteela would become a Phase 2 Pokemon. So... But yeah, so that's why I was talking about voting, because I created a poll here on YouTube and then an equivalent one on Threads. Right, here's the Max Flare, more like a human hair. Oh, there we go. But yeah, we kind of know at this point Manectric can, like, basically one-shot it, or maybe if, like, someone else does some damage first, one-shot it. So well done, everyone. Well done. Oh, so Cacjon and Kiba. We'll figure out a wild card for the 2 of you, okay? Kiba, you have Pheromosa, right? Because if Kiba has Pheromosa, maybe we could do Pheromosa. Would you be okay with doing a Pheromosa, perhaps, Cacjon? If Kiba has one? Kiba says, aye. Right, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. And well done, everyone. Like the video if you haven't already, because we did just beat a boss. Cacjon has 0 Ultra Beasts. Until a few weeks ago, Cacjon, I was the same. So, Linoon. You can't spell Linoon without no. Manectric is not shiny, nor a dupe. A dupe. Grapploct. Grapploct is an amazing shiny. Ah, that would have been so cool. And I am in a shiny drought right now. Will we get, though, instead, this is my last chance, of my tickets, before we move on to the wild cards, will I get a silver thingied Kartana? No. Oh, no. I was like, I had to remember what the thingies were. I was looking at the little, like things on top, not the gold things on the side. No, that's not at all shiny. Okay, so no sparkles there. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. So there we go. Any good natures and abilities or anything? A special attack up Manectric is kind of fun. And it's like, oh, Manectric, so that's kind of fun as well, right? No shiny. What even is a shiny? Good question. Yeah, we have had a bit less luck on the shinies, I feel like, recently. We still, like, had them. Xander's been good, but... Damien! Hello! Welcome back! So, if any of you are interested in doing a Pheromosa. Could you please, if you're interested in doing a Pheromosa, now is the time to let me know, okay? But the way to let me know is to say strike in big capital letters, and then say the number of times you've played today, and then say I can do Pheromosa, okay? So like strike 0, I can do Pheromosa. Strike 1, I can do Pheromosa. Strike 2, I can do Pheromosa. We'll try and figure out who can do a Pheromosa. So Kiba's going to host and Cac John is going to join us, okay? Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, hang on. Okay, I just got like a very generic email, which I feel like is spammy, but I don't know how legit it is or not. You know, like when you get it's like to do with voiceover, but I don't know. Sorry, just looking at other texts and stuff. Okay. Sorry, I had a load of messages there, so I just needed to like check all that. But that's good because it gives you guys a chance to reply. So let's see. Okay. Okay. So if Damien, if like Damien or no one else is available, our current lowest strike person is Kieran. So I'm gonna give it to Kieran. If there is no one else in chat, if there's no one who has, you know, not played today, then that's the thing. It will be interesting to see how many Xander days Xander can get shinies in a row. It'll be interesting. So anyway, Bark. But if we're gonna have Kiba, Cac, John, and Kieran, if Damien's not around, so let's go with that then. So Kieran, you are in. So we're gonna do a Dynamax adventure. We're gonna say anything goes if you're connected on the Wycom, and then we'll set up the code. Here we go. And Kiba's gonna give us the code. So we're waiting on Kiba. Yeah, so Kiba, Cac, John, and Kieran. Oh no, a different variation of the Special K team. But there we go. But yeah, I do apologize. Yeah, strikeout. Ironic because it was only 2 strikes that got you out. But yes, 2 strikes and you're out today. Apparently is the rule. But there we go. Okay, here's the code. It's 0513 and then 0624. I like it. 0513 0624. That's the code. Ready, set, bow. Here we go. Thank you, Kiba. And here we go. Odachi, Kiba, Odachio. I don't know. You know what I mean. Oh, Damien, you're in the middle of Solga Diner. You'll play the next one. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we'll do this one now, Damien. But yeah, if you're around in like 20 minutes, we'd love to have you join us for another one. Okay, that's awesome. Cac John. Ah, yes, there's your old logo. I remember it like it was just a few months ago. It was a few months ago. Okay, here we go. Pheromosa is bug and fighting like a Heracross, which means it's super duper weak to flying moves, but then it's also weak to like fire, psychic, and fury as well. It's very frail defensively, so I don't think we need to worry too much about one or the other. But here we go. The other thing I wanted to say, there was something I was thinking to talk with you guys about. I can't remember now. I had it and then I lost it, and this is why you should write things down. I was going to say, let me just bring up threads, though, in a sec. Hang on, we'll make sure. Okay, so Manectric does have Overheat. I will just say that. And Tentacruel is good defensively. Poison types are good against fighting and bug, as are fairy types. So I'll go with Tentacruel for defensive reasons. Seaking does have Bounce. So if we don't get very good Pokemon, maybe Seaking could be in 4th place as like a Dynamaxer. But we'll see how it goes. Like Durant, for example, is okay defensively. And then Slowking can Dynamax for Future Sight, so Slowking's good. Obviously it is weak to Bug, but like it's got a stab super effective, so Slowking is definitely like the best option remaining here. Because it's a good Dynamaxer. If we get a load of flying types, obviously we'll replace it, but... Oh, there is a Slowbro. I could switch to the Slowbro. And then that could be fun. But let's see what we got here. Okay, so I'm leaning more towards Slowbro, but let's see what we got. There is Psychic to the left. Oh, hang on, I might have to deal with the cat. Guys, you can probably hear the cat. I'm just going to have to deal with him. So I'm going to pick the Slowbro on the right. I'm not really sure what we're going to do afterwards. I think maybe we'll just pick whatever's easiest. Right, I'll be right back. Hang on. Sorry about that, everyone. Bo's gone, so it's time for one of Kevin's sexy parties. No, I'm back. Sorry, yeah, this is the cat. It was the cat who pees inside. So it's sort of just annoying when he misbehaves because you have to assume that he's gonna want to pee somewhere, but he didn't want to pee when I put him in the toilet. Who told you? Old Family Guy cutaways. Okay, no, well done, everyone. Poison jab, more poison jab. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's double nice. Crit and a poison. And then more poison there from Seaking. It's a shame Seaking doesn't have Mega Horn. That's the only thing. Okay. Okay, Caction's going for the nasty plot. I mean, I guess a Razor Shell probably would have been the best thing just because you have that chance of the defense drop from it, like the large defense drop chance, but I guess Slowking doesn't really have a whole lot to hit Slowbro with. But yeah, a Razor Shell could be good, just because of that chance of a defense drop. So, like, you're not really doing it for, like, the damage, but you're doing it so, like, my attack does more damage, or Seaking's does more damage, or... Oh, Expanding Force, more like an Expanding Horse. Oh, you're saving PP. I don't think you need to save PP, though. And I mean, and to be honest, like, by using a Future Sight there, like, you've kind of wasted a PP for Future Sight, ironically. And plus, we don't want to give Slowbro more chances to attack, don't forget. Again, saving PP is not more important than, like, taking less damage. We always want to get the KOs nice and quick. And then, you know... and plus, like, you saving PP means that, say, Pokemon like Manectric then have to use more PP. So, keep that in mind as well. Okay, well done, everyone. When Pokemon are frail, you can sort of sometimes be like, oh, well, we're going to KO it anyway. But when Pokemon are bulky, you can never just count on KOing them, because they're bulky and they're annoying, and they do take time. Okay, well done, everyone. I said I could take this, didn't I? And I think I'm going to go for it, because why not? Right. Manectric could go for this if you wanted, if you did want to heal, but it's just I want to make sure someone gets this Slowbro, out of the two of us at least. Okay. So Vileplume. Okay. So I'm thinking the Vileplume because we're super effective against it, and then we can just go for whatever's easiest at like the end. Might be like Machoke. Or it could be like the Heliolisk or something. I don't know. Was it Heliolisk? I think it was. Yeah, this is a bit of a funny one, isn't it? Conowat, hello, welcome. Oh, interesting question from Conowat. What do you think about Muppets movies? I haven't seen. Well, I've seen a few of them, but I'm not a massive Muppets guy. And it's, can I give you guys my sort of slight hot take about the Muppets? And I do apologize, but it's one of those things where I am not. This is my hot take about the Muppets, and I do apologize. So I like the Muppets. I think the Muppets are fun. And I think if you looked at the internet, at least like my internet feeds, you would think that the Muppets are some like massively popular thing that absolutely like everyone loves and stuff like that, right? But the thing about the Muppets is, at least like from my experience, I feel like they bring them back in some capacity every few years, and then like they do okay or not really that well, like sort of thing, like in things like ratings or box office numbers or whatever, right? And it's sort of just one of those things where I kind of question. So this is my hot take, and I do apologize because I know that there are people who really love the Muppets, but it's like, do people really like the Muppets that much? Because again, they just never. They make a new TV show and it gets cancelled, or they make a movie and it does like okay at the box office. Again, the way that people talk about the Muppets, they always say these things. You see these posts go around where it's like, oh, take a movie and like replace all the actors with Muppets except for one human, or what. You see all these things, and you would think that like the Muppets are huge, but then they kind of, when push comes to shove, they kind of never are. And so that's kind of my hot take about the Muppets, that I don't think the Muppets are kind of as popular as people would kind of have you believe in a way. That doesn't mean anything where I'm like, I think the Muppets should die, or they should just leave the Muppets alone, or anything like that. But you would think that the way people talk about the Muppets, that they're like kind of this beloved thing that absolutely everyone loves. And I don't think people like them as much as we like to think people like them. That's kind of my hot take about the Muppets. So yes, no. I know that Vileplume is good against like all these water types and stuff like that, but Dark is good against everything as well. So, and we wouldn't have anything super effective against the Dark types. So, we would have I think we would have struggled against Thievul. But anyway, but let's see what everyone else says. I know Kermit is an endless wall of memes if the internet is anything to go by, Kevin says. And then Kevin, haven't seen... So I will talk about the movies in a sec, but I do enjoy seeing them at the Game Awards. The Muppets are neat, but I haven't watched much of them. One of my online friends really likes Muppets. Sky! That's like basically kind of my experience. So I'm like, yeah, they're pretty fun. It's like, I've got like a friend or two who like loves them. Like that's kind of it, isn't it? In a nutshell, I feel. Anyway, Vileplume doesn't really have that much to offer, I don't think. Thievul does have a good shiny. I would rather have a shiny Thievul, but it's just like, but here's the thing as well, we have to think about like the right and the left path, and if we'd have taken the left path, we would have had a Sudowoodo, who I guess we would have been super effective against, and a Machoke, who we're probably going to pick anyway because of these berries, and because we're super effective against it. So yeah, maybe we could have gone left. The thing I was concerned about is my Dynamax was way better for Vileplume than for Thievul. Like, against Thievul, I would have been using Max Flare, and then Seeking would have been using, like, water moves that would have been not very good. And then Slowbro would have been using a Razor Shell that wouldn't have been very good. And like, that would have been it. And then, like, Manectric would have... Like, we didn't lose Manectric in that fight, astonishingly. So that was my theory, my game theory. There. Okay, I'm going to go with an Expanding Force. More like an Expanding Horse. But Dynamax, if you got it, because we got Max Airstream, baby. But yeah. So anyway, but no, so the Muppets, like, they're pretty good fun. The movies, I can't really remember the Treasure Island one, even though I know I have seen it, but I just can't really remember it. And again, so I'm sorry if like Muppet people were like, that's a classic, how could you not remember it? I just don't. I did like both the ones from like a decade or so ago, or well, I suppose one of them might be close to like 15 years old now, probably is 15 years old, but the ones from like 10 to 15 years ago. The Jason Segel one, which is, you know, that was quite a nice movie. And then the Muppets Most Wanted was like good fun as well, like that was just good fun. I can't imagine how difficult, I don't know, I can't imagine what those movies are like to make, just because, is that cat meowing again? Oh gosh, I might have to deal with him again. But yeah, I can't imagine, because like they have so many like celebrity cameos, like it just must be kind of wild to like, you know, make those movies. But yeah, and then I can't remember if I've seen any of the others. Like I may have seen that like the Swamp Years or something. I feel like I may have seen that when I was like younger or something, but I honestly can't remember now. It's Sylar. It's always Sylar. Well, it's not. Sometimes like the cow might want to be let out, but if it's not like the cow, it's Sylar, and it's pretty much always Sylar. He's the one who pees indoors and it like behaves the worst and stuff like that. And in fact, one of the messages I got was from my roommate who has gotten him like cat diapers because of his bad behavior. So Cac John, yes, we absolutely. So Cac John, I guess you were probably around in the earlier days of the strike streams and stuff. But a thing we have now, we sort of say like Dynamax turn 1, like always Dynamax turn 1, and we plan out, because if everyone Dynamaxes on turn 1 and we win the fights within 3 turns, it means that like whoever the 4th player is, which in this case is you, it means that they get to so we really like focus on like who the 4th player is and what Pokemon they have. So like we want you to keep your Slowking, and we want you to Dynamax, and we want you to use like Max Mindstorm, and then that'll be like really, really good. Okay. So, but yeah, I can't remember if we'd really locked that in, because it took us a while to figure out about, like, the Dynamaxing and turn order, and kind of, like, you know, we weren't sure about kind of, like, how, you know, how it all spread out and everything. But now we know it's like, okay, if you Dynamax and you don't die, it sort of pushes back the Dynamax, like, for every turn you have Dynamax and you don't die, it pushes the Dynamax order back 1, and then it does that for 3 turns in a single battle. Up to 3 turns in a single battle. Okay, so I'm going to Expanding Force. I don't think it matters, Expanding Force versus Psychic. If I'm slower than Slowking, then... I will get the benefit of Expanding Force. So, she is very tall. Yes, very tall. Let's see how tall she is. Yeah, compared to the Slowking, yeah, she's very tall. Ooh, lunge, more like a plunge. Okay, that was something. That was really something. Right, here's the Overheat. Kadurge Manectric coming in clutch again in one of these final battles. Okay, Seeking's going with the bounce. Can bonds for R's. And then here we go. So well done, Seeking. Fleeing in fear and terror. Right, here's Expanding Force. Kadurge. And then, okay, I was faster than Slowking, which is kind of, I don't know, I feel like somewhat ironic or something. I don't know. I feel like Slowbro should be slower. Oh, but there we go. We did it. Team 4, well done. But yeah. But I think those are but that's the thing. I've never seen like the Muppets Take Manhattan or anything else they really have. Maybe they don't have that much else beyond what I've listed. So maybe I actually have seen a lot of like Muppet movies. I thought there were like 5 back in the day or something, and then maybe like the Swamp Years one was like the 6th, or I can't remember. But anyway, Bark, well done. We want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Well done, Team 4. But the other thing I was going but then the other one, the one that I am leaving like the best till last, obviously though, Muppet Christmas Carol is absolutely wonderful. It's a classic. I think it is probably like the best, or at least in terms of like the most watchable. Like if you could only watch one Christmas Carol every Christmas for the rest of your life, like it would be the Muppet one. It is wonderful. It's really good. But see, here's the thing, though. Oh, Slowbro! Slowbro! I could have gone on for like twice as long there, but we don't have time. Slowbro, baby! Vileplume is a no. Machoke is a no. Will we get a Tenchi's Choice, the Black Legging Veramosa? No, but that's okay, because we got Slowbro, baby! Yes, there you go. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars! There we go. I told you I was in a drought mathematically. It was due to end soon, and there you go. So, Slowbro. It's purple, with a yellow tail. With a big yellow tail. Lovely. And look, it's a timid Slowbro, so it is fast, funnily enough. So maybe that's why it was faster than Slowking. Because it has a timid nature. Okay, you love to see it. Slowbro. Baby, that's a good one. Tail looks more gold. Gold, yellow, it's the same. I mean, of those two, I would describe it more as gold than yellow, yes. Yes. But anyway, we did it! Slowbro! More like a no, bro. More like a yes, bro. There we go. Slowbro. The power of Muppet Christmas Carol and May brought a Christmas miracle. Yes! But yes! Wait, hang on. Cacjon got a shiny. Wait, hang on. Which one did Cacjon get? Hang on, I'm looking through the chat. I can't find... Wait. Oh, my choke! Nice! Cacjon, that's awesome. Cacjon, do you want to, like, evolve it? Because if you wanted to evolve that quickly, we could do, like, a trade and a trade back if you wanted. Let me know. If you wanted to evolve that right here, right now on the stream, we could do, like, a trade and a trade back. And you obviously know you can trust me, because it's like, well, if I was stealing your Pokemon live on air, you know, that'd be pretty dumb. But yeah, only if you want to. If you prefer Machoke to Machamp, but if you want to evolve it and you want to have, you know, maybe you have other friends who you can evolve it with or whatever. But if you want to do it right now, we could do that right now. And yeah, so here's what I'll do. I'll set up a trade. Hang on, we'll say no thanks. I'll set up a trade. We'll figure out what our final thing is as I trade with Cacjon. Okay, so let's go... Oh, hang on. Wycom. Sorry, no, we need to do Wycom. We need to go link trade. We'll set the link code. And then we'll go... Let's go... 0313 and then 0343. Would that be okay? Here we go. Lovely. Isn't that Slowbro a dupe? I think it might be. I think I did get a Slowbro before. We'll have to check. We'll have to check. Because I was thinking, have I got a Slowbro or am I just imagining that? I don't think I've had a Slow King. Oh, the code was 0313. Hang on. 0313 0343. Sorry, I forgot it doesn't appear on the screen after you type it. But there we go. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so chat, whilst I do this quick trade with Cacjon, could you let me know what are your wild cards, and could you let me know like how many times you've played today and all that stuff like that, okay? If you're still around, if you can... Okay, here we go. Trade partner has been found. Here we go. Okay. But yeah, so we'll do a trade and then we'll trade back, okay? Because that's the thing, I do apologize if that person is here, the person I'm about to mention is here today. I can't remember who... I can't remember exactly who they were, so again, if you're in chat and you're like, that was me, I do apologize. But early on in the Strike streams, we did a trade, like someone had a trade evolution, and it was like, can you help with... Oh, it was for a Kingdra. And, so again, I am sorry that I'm kind of singling this out. I know this is very unprofessional of me as a streamer to basically kind of mildly critique one of my audience members here, but from like months ago. But I did a trade for a Kingdra to like help them like the whole point very obviously was to help them evolve it kind of thing. Like in the communication, it was very clearly established that it was like, oh, you know, like I need help evolving this Kingdra. Oh yeah, I'll do it. And if you do it with me, like I'm obviously not going to steal your Pokemon live on the internet. And so I felt like we'd kind of gone through all this like rigmarole, and right, don't learn any moves. Don't learn any moves. Okay, good. Right, and then we'll trade it right back. Sure, there's the league card. Right, and then here we go. Oh, you had a special attack up nature, like a rash or a mild or something. Like a mild Machamp. Who wants a mild Machamp? But there we go. Perfect. I don't think there was a thing. Well, anyway, let's see. Stack Attack Annihilego. Oh, Sabertooth. Oh, can we do Tapu Bulu with Sabertooth? No, Cacjon. I just want the. No, you're good. You're good. Oh, sorry. Oh, do you mean for the wild card? The only one I need is Guzzlord. Sorry, you were talking about the. Oh yeah, because we gotta make sure it's something. Cacjon can. Because Cacjon, are you okay to do Tapu Bulu? Are you okay to do either, like, Tapu Bulu, Stack Attacker, or Nihilego? Right, there we go. We're all good. I'm going to do a Xander and quick as soon as humanly possible. No, I wasn't as quick as Xander. Xander's, like, the king of, like, just... You don't even realize you can quit the game. You can quit the connection. But, like, boom, it's there. But, yeah, if you have Guzzlord, then Guzzlord works. But otherwise, I don't need any other dragon types. Well, maybe, like, I mean, you could do, like, a Latias for fun, but... Oh, Cacjon has no problem with any of those. Okay, so could we go for Tapu Bulu? So, guys, okay, so if Cacjon, if you're good for a Tapu Bulu, why don't we... Yeah, so could you guys... So, Sabertooth is going to host this. Cacjon is going to join us. Could you guys please let me know? Strike the number of times you played. Let me know if you can do a Tapu Bulu. Ready, set, bow. Let me know, and we'll quickly... do this final round, okay? We might need to do some Nightbot random selection game. And then we'll take it from there. So, but no, Cacjon, congratulations. You are our winner of the day then, in which case. Right, let's see. Okay, so we got Kieran, we got Kiba... We got Sky. Okay, hang on. Oh, come on, please tell me. So I just typed a load of stuff in, and then it's like my computer was like, "No, I'm not typing it in for you." Okay, so this is what I've. Damien. Damien can. Oh, okay. Okay. If we need to okay, I typed all this in. This is the Nightbot random selection game for a substitute. But let's have Damien, Sabertooth, and Cacjon. Okay? Is that okay? And then Kieran can be the substitute. There we go. Okay, so please make sure that you guys are connected to the internet. Please make sure you are also watching live. It's very important that you are watching the stream live if you want to connect along with everyone. And then here's what we'll do. So we'll talk to the lady. Sabertooth, you're going to give us a code. If you're not Sabertooth, you're going to say anything goes. If you're Sabertooth, you're going to select a Tapu Bulu. And then there we go. Well, you might need to sub Kieran. You never know. Okay, so here's the code. 2486 and then 0855. 2486 so 24860855. That's the code. Ready, set, bow. Here we go. And let me know. So this is Damien, Sabertooth, and Cacjon. So there's Cacjon. Oh, did I not put in Team 4? Whoops. Whoopsie. Looks like I picked a bouquet of oopsie daisies. Okay. Oh, did I not? I thought I put... Ow. I didn't put Cacjon over here. Whoops. There's Cacjon. Cacjon, 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 John, Cacjon, Cacjon, Cacjon. Oh, wait, hang on. This didn't... We were supposed to connect with Sabertooth. 2486085. Yeah, hang on. That... Okay. You guys did type in the right code. Either I didn't or something happened with Sabertooth. Okay, Sabertooth. Oh, can everyone... Right, can everyone do a disconnect and a reconnect, please? So go on the Ycom, press the plus button to disconnect from the internet, okay? So we're going to disconnect, we're going to do a disconnect. The top right-hand corner will say local communication, and then we're going to connect again. Could everyone give this a go? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention there. Sorry, because I'm used to being like the top listed player, I didn't realize that it's like, yeah, that's not supposed to happen though. So we'll talk to the lady, and then Sabertooth is going to give us a new code, okay? So we're going to try this again. Yeah, sorry for stealing your team, Sabertooth. Sorry for stealing your team, Sabertooth. Maybe if you treated them right, Sabertooth, they wouldn't have come to me. No, okay. Here we go. So Sabertooth, Damien, not Jones, and then Cacjon. Who did we just have in Team 4? I can't even remember. It's been too many minutes already. Okay. But there we go. Right, so the new code is 246805558. 246805558. Okay, 246805558. Okay, lovely. Okay, there we go. Eden, everyone's in. Okay, Tapu Bulu is super duper mega weak to poison. It's also weak to fire. Fire, ice, flying, and steel. Okay, so lots of weaknesses. We'll probably not find any, but let's find out. It is a grass and theory type, so Slowbro with flamethrower is a bit of a mixed bag, but we'll have to see how it goes. I don't really like having things weak to fairy against a fairy. Can't remember what fairy moves it has, if any. But then Dreadnought is ×4 weak to grass, which sucks. These are terrible options. No offense to Luxray in front of Sabertooth, but... These are terrible! Sky, thank you so much for joining. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, if you have not yet clicked like on the video, could you please click like on the video? So many people have come by to say hi today. So many people have played with us. It would be absolutely fantastic if everyone who had joined in some capacity had liked the video. And here we go. Oh, Halucha has Poison Jab. I repeat, Halucha has Poison Jab. So maybe like Damien could have that. And then, oh, Lickitung does have Blizzard. Oh, and then there is Aurorus who has Blizzard. Ah, my jaw really needs to click. Ah, there we go. Kevin's got to go. Thank you very much, Kevin. See you on Thursday, Xander Day. Yes. And then, yeah. But who knows how far in Nia I will be by the time I see Kevin on Thursday. Because I did beat the C ending, which probably means I'm probably going to beat the D ending. I probably will beat the D ending today, maybe. I doubt it'll take that long, but you heard that click. Yeah, my jaw has clicked for a long time now. Okie dokie. Did that click, like, when I originally had my neck problems, or did that develop separately? Even I can't really remember anymore. Okay, Okay, coaching is pointless. I think I'm just going to go with Bullet Punch. And if Slowbro... Because if Slowbro... Here's the thing. If Slowbro uses Max Mindstorm, I'm only going to be able to use Bullet Punch once, so I may as well use it now. But okay. But here we go. So yeah, I'm thinking if Damien switches the Lux... So Damien, you have the Luxray, right? So if you switch Luxray for Hawlucha, I think that'll be really good because of that Poison Jab right there. Like, that right there is the reason we want Hawlucha. Oh no, Thunder missed and it's 2 feet in front of you. Okay. Ooh, but that's good. That's a spicy meatball right there, because that did a lot of damage. Okay. Where did that phrase even come from? I don't even know where that came from. I'm going to... I think I'm just going to Darkest Lariat just to be safe. Okay, Max Darkness. Watch out, everyone. No, Dragonair. Oh yeah, and we established, it was Sky who established yesterday, like reminded us that Hawlucha's Max Darkness is actually more powerful than Max Knuckle, technically. I think it came from the Mario show. Did it? Did it? I feel like I would know that if it did. I feel like it comes from somewhere else. If it does, that's amazing. I know like all the memes and the moments from the Super Mario World show, because I love the Super Mario World show. Well, unless it comes from the Christmas episode or the one with like Lemmy and Iggy, where they're in the school, like Princess Toadstool sets up a school or whatever. But and I am struggling to think of all their alternate names. There's like Big Mouth and Cheatsy and Cutie Pie and stuff like that. But yeah, so Hawlucha for Luxray. Hawlucha for Luxray. I think that'll be pretty good. Nice. And then, oh gosh, we are going to have to get rid of this Pangoro, but I don't know who for. Right, there's Lickitung. Oh gosh. And then there's Aurorus. Oh gosh. Maybe I'll switch for like the Aurorus or something. There is a scientist. Maybe we could do some science. Maybe, like, Cacjon, do you want to try and switch for a scientist? Maybe we could switch for scientist. Maybe, like, either Sabertooth or Cacjon could go for the scientist. Maybe you both could. Maybe we can just throw some real chaos in here. Because I don't think... Oh, okay, yeah, Cacjon, woo, science. Let's see what you get. Come on, poison type. Oh, Trevenant. Okay, that's actually... Okay, is Trevenant, like, good against the Tapu Bulu? Not really. But is a Tapu Bulu good against a Trevenant? And the answer is also not really. So it's a bit of an interesting stalemate where I actually think that was a good thing. So I actually think that kind of works. Right. I'm gonna Hammer Arm because it's super effective stab. Question is, do we want to go for this Lickitung because of Blizzard? I don't really think so. I honestly think Slowbro with Flamethrower is better than Lickitung with Blizzard. It's more powerful, it's more reliable. That's what I would say. Yeah, Dynamax, baby! Oh, chat. I know one thing I was going to do. I said I was going to go on Threads and I was going to read you guys something. So hang on, I'm going to read you guys something and then we'll have a little discussion. So let me... hang on. Right. Okay. So, it's super effective. Oh, the Drain Punch Max Knuckle, of course. I forgot about that. No, Pangoro, how could you miss? Not now, not now. Oh, wait, doesn't Slowbro have Expanding Force? Because Expanding Force is definitely the better move to use on a Slowbro. But no, Pangoro, you gotta hit those moves, Pangoro. Okay. Right, anyway, let me find this comment that I was going to... Oh, so this was from ABC News, the good folks at ABC News. Nintendo, on Thursday, reported a 43% decline in profit for the fiscal year through March, but promised a turnaround as its Switch console upgrade goes on sale in June. And I had an issue with that, because for one thing, the Switch 2 is not a Switch console upgrade. It's a new console. It's a whole new console. Yes, it's backwards compatible, and they are upgrading some old games for it and stuff. But the point is that it is a new console. It's not it's not like a PS4 Pro or a new Nintendo 3DS. And even some could argue the new Nintendo 3DS is kind of like a new console, but it's kind of within the same family. But this isn't like a PS4 to a PS4 Pro. It's a whole new console. It has whole new features and functionality. It's not an upgrade, like it's not like a thing you buy and then you like strap it onto your Switch and then it's powered up, So that was thing number one. I was like, number one, you've immediately gotten a thing wrong. It's a new console. Just say as it's new console, like as new console comes out, But anyway, so that's number one. And then number two, it's like, it just a headline like that, it misses so much nuance, right? The Nintendo Switch is like an 8-year-old console now, okay? You would expect the money you make to go down year on year, and particularly as you are winding up to or winding down to, however you want to phrase it. So Amoris is definitely the way to go here. I hope we've picked it, because I want to switch for this thing. And it is a nice type. More like a nice type. But yeah, I'll be able to max knuckle this for really strong, super effective damage. And then with Aurorus, I'll be able to body slam Tapu Bulu for super effective damage with chance of paralysis. So that'll work. But yeah. But anyway. I've heard the Nintendo Switch 2 is more comparable to like a Steam Deck and a kind of close to an Xbox Series S, but not quite. I've heard varying things about it. Basically any game console that is currently out is technically outdated. Like the PS5 is like 4 or 5 years old. I mean, that is outdated now. So I don't know. Obviously, it's kind of one of those things that's like, well, a Nintendo Switch is less than a PS5, but it's a handheld console. It's a different thing. Like something that's handheld, and so you're not gonna necessarily get the power of a PS5 like 4 years after a PS5 that has handheld as well, or at least that's affordable or whatever. So I wouldn't necessarily call something that's lesser outdated, because it's it depends on what you're going for. If they were trying to make a competitor to the PS5 and was still less powerful than the PS5 and used a load of old technology, I would say outdated. But there are a lot of new innovations in this console. So again, if you want to say less powerful, that's fine, but outdated I think is a bit of a not quite accurate phrase. That's just personally me. But yeah, anyway, Bark. But no, okay, well done though, everyone. Very nice work. Both steel and fighting are ×4 super effective against this. Poor ice types. So low sweep. But the point I want to get at though. So anyway, but it's so anyway, but the original Nintendo Switch is 8 years old, and we're winding towards a new console. Whenever that happens, you're not going to be pumping out a whole load of Nintendo Switch games when you're getting ready for the new console. No console does that. They always have this period of winding down where you make remakes and ports and lesser games that people are going to be less excited about, the biggest, most exciting thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are games. I talked the other day about how Mario Party Jamboree has sold a load, even though that only came out in October. But it is going to be going to have functionality with the Switch too, so that kind of plays into it as well. But yeah, you're not going to get the next big Legend of Zelda come out one day before the Switch 2. They're going to save it for the Switch 2. Okay, so I am going to switch here because Pangoro is not a good idea against a Fury type. There we go. There we go. Lovely. So, but like it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, the profits like 8 years in for the Switch or whatever, or in like the 8th year, are not going to be as good, and not when like a new console's coming and everything. But the other thing as well is in the 7th year, so this was like the reports for like the 8th year. The reason why there's like such a big drop off as well, like, because normally you'd expect it's like, wow, it made like half as much money as the year before. That's a big drop off. But the year before, don't forget, like 2 years ago, like just the other day 2 years ago, we had Tears of the Kingdom, which was like the last like massive, like absolutely massive game that we had on the system. Like, Tears of the Kingdom was huge. It sold 10 million in its first weekend, and then it's gone on to sell like another 10 million. So like it's sold like over 20 million now. I can't remember the last numbers that it was at, but it's sold over like 20 million total. So it's like, yeah, if you had a game that probably sold like 15 to 20 million in a year, you know, and they still had a bunch of, I think we also had stuff like, say, like Mario Wonder, and like the 7th year was like the last big year of releases, where we had like Tears of the Kingdom and Mario Wonder, and I think there might have been like one other thing as well, can't remember. But like the point is though, is that like, yeah, of course, like the 8th year was going to be like, you know, have like quite a big drop off, because the year before it was the one where they made their like last big releases, where they're not just going to have like ports and re-releases and stuff like that. I mean, as much as I love Xenoblade Chronicles X, it is a re-release. As much as I love like Donkey Kong Country Returns, it's a re-release. You know, like Luigi's Mansion 2 we had in the last year, you know. And I'm sure Mario and Luigi Brothership is a great game, but it's not going to sell like 20 million units the way that like Tears of the Kingdom always was going to. You know, like the highly anticipated sequel to like one of the best-selling games on the console. So it's just one of those things where like this headline misses all that nuance and context, you know? It sort of just makes it sound like, oh, Nintendo have like lost a load of money in the last year. And it's like, well, no, but that's because they had like a really fantastic year the year before, and that was 7 years after the console came out. Like 7 years, like, you know, between 6 to 7 years after the console came out, they sold games that were like selling like 10 million units each. Like, that's wild. So, Kieran, does anyone else find Tapu's eyes adorable? Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Trevor, yeah, I do apologize, Cap John, because, yeah, you as a Trevenant have nothing for this. It's just, the thing is, Tapu Bulu, like, has nothing for you. So it's basically just that you're rubbish against each other, and you just sit there and not die, whilst the rest of us do damage. Unfortunately, I was always worried it was going to use the superpower on me. 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this chip feeble or great? Oh, it's feeble, dang. I kind of rushed it, in fairness. Here's the max ooze, well done. This should deal the rest of the damage, though. Yes! So yeah, well done, everyone. Well done indeed. Trevenant and Bulu are just stealing health from each other, Shiver2 says. Exactly. So no, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars, everyone. Very nice work, seriously, great job. Very well done, everyone. That was really nice. Cac John, thank you for joining in. Like, it's been lovely having you. Hopefully we see you again, you know, between now and September. But yeah, so basically just that really, so yeah, it's basically like, the Switch is old, so yeah, you're not going to expect the profits to be great, and they are going to dip a lot, particularly after like an especially good, like, previous year, like a previous year that was like, really did well. But the other thing I wanted to say as well is like, you know, they sort of said, but promised to turn around as the Switch console upgrade goes on sale in June. It's like, they've already had the pre-orders, which have already been going wild. Like, people, like, the pre-orders have been selling out all over the place. So it's like, oh, well, hopefully they can turn things around. Like, turn things around. If we are going to define it as turning things around, which I think is a flawed framing device, like, they already are turning things around, because the Switch 2 already is doing big numbers. So, you know, it's just a funny thing. Funny old thing. Right. So, Holucha is a no. Lickitung is a no. Aurorus is a no. And will we get The Black Bulu! It's a no! But no, unfortunately no. So no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. But I did get a shiny today. And look, it's my favorite. It's like Lax or Gentle. I gotta remember which one. Gentle is special defense. Okay, so Gentle is special. I'll remember that. So Lickitung is neutral, and Aurorus is pretty neutral. I do need to look through my Pokemon and start clearing some things out soon. Maybe I'll do that before Thursday. Right. That is it. That is all. So we did get a shiny today in the form of Slowbro. And yes, our first dupe. Our dupe. So it was always going to happen. Somehow Xander got a dupe before I did. Don't know how that happened. But no, well done everyone though. Seriously, thank you all so much for joining. If you haven't hit that like button yet, now is your last chance to do so. Please, 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 if you can. It does really help out, introduces us to new people, and helps remind the old people to keep checking in. So yeah, but I'm going to call that it for a day. You guys have been fantastic. I'm going to go do a bunch of various things, and then hopefully tonight I will be able to beat more of Nia. Who knows? So yeah. But yeah, so tomorrow is, reminder, tomorrow is my day off. It's Wednesday. But I will see you guys Thursday for Xander Day. Oh yeah, today was the 13th. And I got a shiny, and then Cacjon got a shiny, and then Kieran got the shiny Litleo. So take that, bad luck. Not today. Today was a lucky day, I would say. So yeah. But I will see you all, hopefully at least, on Thursday for Xander Day, which will be the 15th, May the 15th. Oh my gosh, we're going to be like halfway through the month. This month just began, didn't it? Oh gosh. Right, take care everyone. Lots of love. Like the stream if you haven't. If you're watching and you somehow haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Or tell a friend to subscribe maybe, I don't know. But lots of love. Take care. See you later. See you Thursday. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. Have a good Wednesday. And have a good beginning to your Thursday. Until then, bye-bye.